So they'll be calling you a radical. So it's day, 25, 26 of my rehab. So I haven't heard a word from Dana for the last couple of days. So I hope he's okay. If any of you know what's going on with him, post it in a comment. So I don't. I haven't talked to him in 2 days. And so, oh boy, what a fight this is. Against the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. Take this one on. Tell the truth of Fukushima. And I want to say to everybody saying, radiation, this, how are you measuring for something you don't even know what it is? This never happened before. Now, just remember all those early days of the researchers and gathering data and whatnot. They were still saying that these were not meltdowns. They were lying. It's obvious because I'm the guy that leaked out the KOK study that was done in June 2011. And they were all on it. They just covered it up on the cesium. They were finding in 2012, the Fishing Alliance. This is the time of year they come out each year in Japan. They have the last 2 years. Last year, 1,400 becquerels of cesium-137 in the rockfish. That's in 2022. Breaking news, fish swim. So how are you measuring for something that you don't even know what it is? What's coming off Fukushima, no one has a clue what it is because it's never happened before. Oh, we don't have new elements. What's Tennessee? What's livermorium? What's californium? What's plutonium? What's all these? And, so people that say nuclear energy is clean, green, I just simply ask them, well, will you please explain to me how we get the uranium-238 out of the earth and turn it into uranium-235? That's uranium-238 from the earth is not what we use in a nuclear reactor to boil the earth's water. Here we go, all day, every day. Oh, wings, we will pretend, because that's what American war pigs, nuclear looters, the military industrial, you've seen the debt. This country, let's see, really out of control inflation, hyperinflation, really out of control debt. The environment that is so toxic and so hellish, corrupt police forces, corrupt courts, corrupt politicians, corrupt everything. Don't drink the water. Sounds like a third world country. Crumbling infrastructure. Where's all the money go? Well, you just heard it, where all the money goes. Let's get how about the PPP loans? All looted, stole, thieved. You know how much money we're spending a day to service the debt? That's where your taxpayers are, to service the debt. And that's been a real success, hasn't it? Again, they were talking about debt and had to cut budgets in the 90s. The debt was $3 trillion. It's $31 trillion. It's so out of control. These post-Fukushima, this country's gone so to shit. And the corruption and the control of the internet, the control of all mass media by these small group of imperialists. It's imperialism. So I want to know how you're gathering data for something you don't even know what it is. 3, 4 called meltdowns. Remember, it took Kevin Blanch a year and a half to convince anybody of one meltdown, let alone 3. It took me many, many years to convince the IEA. They ranked it as 7 years later. All day, every day. Night, day. That's all we hear. So, by the way, the most authentic in the world thing has gone down against my suggestion. So the east side of the famous Weber State football stadium, which is the oldest, most authentic in the country, so grand, so cool, it's the most beautiful, authentic thing. The little old press box still there, I think, tore out. I'm like, why? It's too authentic. Have money, we'll spend. Have tax the future, give to my friends. That's where we're at in this country. By the way, my feeling on Weber State football and local players, the Jay Hill did such an incredible, the Jay Hill turnaround at Weber State football is a legend. Recruiting all local players. By the way, we got a couple of locals playing in the Super Bowl. One from Weber State. So, Mr. Opeta. So, it's over. So they have signing day up there the other day, and this new coach says, oh, it's just a coincidence. Every signee is not from Utah. My own nephew, who's the defensive player of the year in this state, I thought he was going to sign there. Nope. I think it's over. The Waters curse. Oh, it's alive and well. So, haven't heard a word from Dana for 2 days. I'm worried. But we all are. Just keep praying, being hopeful. He's such a great, intense, hardcore anti-nuclear. Oh, it had to be. It had to be that way. Somebody had to counter these monsters. The whole thing that people say, oh, the anti-nuclear are violent. I don't believe in violence. Never have. They do. You think about the vicious attacks that we've put up with. Slander. While I'm in critical condition. Fighting for my life. So I'm fighting again for my life. This one, whoa, I'm not getting any younger, I guess, but. So, I'll post a link on the crab. They've changed the law in Oregon that the crabbers have to, clean the crab before they put them in the market in the cases now. Zymotic acid, the crab collapse, the whale collapse, the typo. And again, you're measuring for what? For what? You don't even know what it is. And that's unarguable. We never had full coal meltdowns at Chernobyl. There was one partial graphite reactor that's 780,000 men in tubes. We never had at 3 Mile Island. That's Santa Susana. And by the way, the article out on NewScale, how Utah's been looted. Look, Utah came out and says we're going to miss our goals. Well, no shit. I was part of AMPS that put together the Solar Wind Initiative. NewScale rolls in and says we're alternative energy when they don't even exist. There's no such thing. They sucked all the money. We've paid hundreds of millions of dollars. That's just ratepayers in Utah to NewScale. And they didn't deliver. They never will deliver. It's a unicorn. It's an Easter bunny. But they sucked up. And there's no environmental community to protect us. It's a sham. You think about all the money that's been pushed, and just the PR alone by the Department of Energy on nuclear energy. Just the PR alone money, if that was put towards alternative. And by the way, alternative energy is just racing forward radically. And you read the internet, you'd never believe it. Oh, wind killing whales in the Pacific. In the Atlantic. No, it's not. They're starving to death. Post-Fukushima, there's a global crisis. All day, all night, every night. For what? For what? Our secret F-35 technology? China has one. Remember when the Japanese pilot flew it in there? It's the military industrialized looting. Went after Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went after Iraq to get a big old sack. Went out to Vietnam to kill a Viet Cong. Wings, we will pretend they're not going to do anything. The oligarchs make it rain in Ukraine. Perpetual war machine. It's insane. So, stay tuned. But I want to ask everybody, this so-called measuring. Nobody's measuring. I used to talk to Noah all the time when I was walking the coast. What about what's coming off Fukushima? Not our job. EPA, not our job. Their black ops operation, they used to come in there in the morning, clean up the beaches. I used to witness it all the time early in the morning. Don't let the sheep know. Nuclear has always had that. That's their MO. You will clear back to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. To this day, we've never seen the real raw footage of what happened there from the United States. Never. So, I don't know. Hope Dana's okay. Like I said, I'll post these links. The most authentic, the only football stadium named in the world after a woman. By the way, she made all her money on the GE Utah construction merger. They did. It's who built that stadium. So I call it the Waters Curses, as you know. It's the most authentic, coolest. I mean, so the other ones at the Mini Dome in Pocatello, I'm like, don't, leave it alone, leave it alone. Give it another 10 years, it'll be the most coolest thing in the world. Everybody will want to come. You know, but that's what happens. They tore that out. I want to go to Pocatello and get one of those different colored seats. They're selling them. But I've been a little incapacitated. So I'm getting better. Slowly, I've lost so much weight. You don't want to know. So, this phone rings off the hook. Oh, there's Dana right there. I better answer this. Stay tuned.